Broadcast. Bang. Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. What a day. What a day. What a day. Can't say I made money today because we were obviously the wrong way, but obviously after the news came out, there were still opportunities to make money. We look at intraday, and the dollar index has continued to go higher. So there was still plenty of opportunity even after the news came out to get long. Still lost money, minimized some damage, but there was some nice trades in the U.S. session. It was obvious, again, with Italian bond yields surging past 7%. The key number. That's it. Unless the ECB starts buying and printing, this is not going to stop. Unless they do something dramatic, this is not going to stop. We're certainly going to get another day out of this. That, to me, I could not imagine that we don't go higher from here. So, to me, the play, certainly for a trade, maybe you want to take your trade, but the fact that we've taken out the golden retracement, people, we've taken it out. We're above the 61.8% retracement. That's big. I could see us easy going to 78.50, maybe even 78.70, and then we got to see. I mean, the damage done to the S&P was huge. The damage done to a lot of charts was significant. And the fact that, the Germans, Heinz, it's fine. They're not doing anything. Certainly should leave us to have more dollar upside, S&P downside. Obviously, we have a lot of data coming out. We had some nice numbers that came out last night. It was really all about Italy. It really wasn't about the economic numbers. Certainly, yes, we did have China's CPI a little hotter. Producer prices were a little bit weaker, a lot weaker, only up 5%. Home loans out of Australia a little bit better. Chinese retail sales a little bit weaker. Investment good. Industrial production right in line, 13.2. That was a good thing. But, of course, my idea of the Chinese cutting rates was squashed. But I still think if the global economy continues to go lower, they will cut rates. Can you really trust the Chinese? You really believe anything that comes out of their freaking ministry? Give me a break. No way. So, where do we go from here? Again, we have more numbers coming out. We got an interest rate decision coming out of London. I got to tell you, I think they're going to be very, very downbeat. I think the European situation, remember, Cameron called it a possible disaster. Armageddon. Well, that Armageddon is continuing. So you would think any statement out of the MPC is not going to be very good. If euro sterling is down going into that, I would look to cover. We got big numbers coming out tonight, people. Big. Australia inflation expectations. And that's before the jobs report. It's supposed to be at 10,100. It's going to suck. I'm going into that short Aussie Kiwi. Absolutely. Pound Aussie broken out. Listen, we were looking for direction. And now we got direction. We've been in a range. We've now broken out. Look at this. I mean, you take a look at this dollar index. Look at this. For over a week and a half, we've gone nowhere. This is gorgeous. I thought we were going to roll over. I thought we were going to break 76.50. We never did. So now we got to get long. Lean and mean, baby. We ain't no position traders. We can move stuff around and change my bias in a New York freaking minute. Oh, yeah. So now that we've broken out, I would imagine continuation should be easy. And I'll tell you, with gold down nicely today, commodity currencies, I might have been bullish on them. I thought they were going to break out. But you know what? When you look at that correlation, we're going to look at it in a second. Aussie never broke out, and the S&Ps did. The Aussie was right. 10,100. I'm looking for 5,000 to a negative number. Unemployment rate might even tick up again. Dow down 400 smackaroos. Oh, baby. China trade balance, 26.3 billion, big number. Eurozone, we get some final German wage prices and CPI. We get French industrial production. That's collapsing down 0.6. I think it comes in worse. ECB monthly bulletin, that's going to be worse. Italian industrial production. The market's going to look at that. Remember, it was up 4.3% last month. They're looking for down 2.6. It probably fell off a freaking cliff. Then 7 a.m. Eastern, we get the decision out of the Bank of England. I got to tell you, they might, who knows, maybe they cut rates to 0. Oh, baby. Why not? They got 0.5%. They can go lower. Things are not looking very good. I think cable catches up. Again, sterling, I'm pretty sure 40% of GDP derives from trade with the Eurozone. So if the Eurozone's falling off a cliff, what does that tell you about London, the UK, huh? U.S. trade balance, Canadian trade balance. U.S. trade balance supposed to get a little bit worse, negative 46 billion. Unemployment claims holding steady at 401. Import prices supposed to come in a little bit. Bernanke speaking, Janet Yellen, his sidekick. Maybe if the markets are tanking, she talks about QE3. U.S. federal budget is supposed to be negative 110 billion, and that's it. So to summarize the most important numbers, in my opinion, tonight, we're talking about Australia unemployment, trade balance out of China, interest rate decision out of London, and U.S. and Canadian trade balance. And, of course, weekly jobs claims. But still, this situation is not getting any better unless the Italians get their act together and bond yields go below 7%. This is going to continue. The euro now is busted. We see here. I mean, you could even make a claim for Head and Shoulders. Easy. But if we measure the move, you always got to measure the move, baby. We bounced from 136, roughly, right, to 138.50. That's 250 pips. Take away 250 pips from 136, and what do you get? 133.50. And where's 133.50? Oh, baby, at a nice support level around here. So I see us going down to 134 probably easily. And when we take a look at the euro across the board, say goodnight. And I'll tell you, this euro Swiss, sell. I don't think how the SNB can afford to I can only imagine who's selling this. And the volume that the Swiss National Bank is doing to keep their currency weak. I think we come into 122.50 easy. It's not that much. Maybe even 122. Easy. This whole bar. Thank you, SocGen. Thank you, sir. May I have another? The euro should be an easy short across the board. Euros, look at this. Euro yen. Bye-bye. Look at the wedge. Listen, we were looking for direction. We got it. Now we get continuation. Will we reverse tomorrow? Maybe. Voice of Forex, baby. Check me out. And remember, it's Triple Roll Wednesday. That means you want to sell the Aussie after the close at 5 p.m. Eastern. Sell everything. Sell commodities, sell risk. And you know what? If I'm wrong about the employment number, laugh in its face. Because you know what? If the S&P is going lower, so is the Aussie. I almost hope it's bad. Maybe we could sell it higher. But look at this euro yen. I don't see how we don't test 105. Certainly 104.75. Euro sterling, say goodnight. Closing low. Look at this close. Breaking below major support. Below major support. And I think we go lower. Certainly 84-ish. And if we take a look, I guess you could do a Fibonacci on Euro Sterling. I mean, again, I'm just nervous about being very short Euro Sterling ahead of the MPC. Certainly 84.50 is a good target. Again, I could see cable collapsing tonight. I could see Euro Sterling maybe going lower, but then bouncing a little bit, and cable comes in. So be very careful. Sterling held up fairly well because of Euro Sterling melting down. And you ready for some other ones? Oh, baby. I'm telling you, this is it. This one, toast. I love it. I think we're top of the ranges. We're at the bottom of the range, but we're breaking. We haven't even taken out this low here. Sell. It was a fake out yesterday. I love it. Any pop, 139-ish, sell. Now, again, any news comes out, obviously that changes everything, doesn't it? Dollar yen looks like it may be hold. Again, dollar yen, 77.50 was our target pretty much. drifting lower. Maybe it pops up a little bit. Still, it's a sell on strength. Bank of Japan shot their load. They got no more bullets left. They got to wait for it to come in first. Dollar Canada. This thing hasn't even broken out yet. Look at that. Pull, flag, and pull. Oh, yeah. And you do your Fibonacci. Looks like 102.80 easy. I can see 103.50 also. Big day coming. Makes me nervous with Euro Canada, but I think the Euro dollar is going to be down big again. But I think if you're going to be short Euro Canada, you definitely want to be long Dollar Canada for sure. Dollar Swiss. Again, if this Euro Swiss is going to really come in, which I think it will, this might not go up as much. So be careful. But the dollar certainly is rallying. Dollar index broken out, so this thing might get pulled up. Sterling. I love it. I love it. I love it short. Say goodbye. I was bullish. I could change my tune in a New York minute, baby. Took out previous day low. And again, another one that has not cracked. It has not cracked through support. I think we come down to 58 easy. Easy. Listen, I hope we get some strength to sell. That'd be gorgeous. Now we look at some other ones. Now the pound in particular, right? Definitely want to be a little nervous, but look, breaking out. We finally broke out. And again, we were looking for bearish engulfing. We never got it. It's almost like the Aussie was telling us the stock market was not going down, going up. That move in the stock market was fake. Pretty much. But I got to tell you, I don't want that there. If this stock market's really going to come in, I mean, we could launch. We could seriously launch. But again, if you're going to be long pound Aussie, be short cable. But it definitely is broken out. Another one. Pull, flag, pull, flag, pull. Oh, baby. It's going up. Pound Kiwi. So I was dead wrong on these things. But look how nice this looks. Pull, flag, pull. Going up. Certainly 205. 205.50. Maybe even channel on. Big pips to be made, people, tonight. Do not fight this. We got momentum. Momo. Hello. Another one. Breaking loose for sterling yen. Absolutely rolling over. Only down 100, though. Back in the day, man, when the stock market was down 400, this thing would be down 300 pips. 400. Crazy. But it's we're in a new day. New era. A pound Swiss. Yeah, it held up fairly well. I don't want to play it. Now the stock market. Now we get to the Aussie. And again, when we look at the Aussie, and I want you to see this because the S&P kept going. And this is what screwed me up. It's really what screwed me up. And I guess I should have known better. All right, got whacked here a little, but made a little back the U.S. session. Still lost money today. Not a good day. But you know what? I'm still excited. Every day's a new day. I'm excited about tonight. We look at this S&P. You see here, daily chart, S&P. 500. And notice how it took out the 1250, and this thing went higher. Whereas the Aussie never took it out. Never took out that 104. So hindsight's obviously always 20/20, but the Aussie was kind of telling us that we're not going up. This move in the S&P is BS. So now, considering the meltdown that we had, remember this S&P, it's only the first day. We're going to fib. So certainly that's par 70. And then 99.20. Par 70 is only, 75 pips, unfortunately, but certainly it looks like par. I mean, this one also. Lots of catching up to do. Again, we're going to look at the S&P, and this S&P looks like it wants to fall more. Unless there's some sort of deal. Aussie yen. Unless there's some sort of deal. Rolling over. I want to sell that strength, baby. Hell yeah. Unless there's a deal, unless there's some sort of good news, we're going lower. Abso-freaking-lutely. And this New Zealand dollar I loved? Nope. Not anymore. No way. This one takes out 7777. Oh, boy. Say goodnight. Absolutely. It's all over. This one looks terrible, too. These charts look like they should be relatively easy. You know, and look at this Aussie Canada. I got to tell you, big fake out here. This monthly chart, take a look at the monthly. Because that's what got me sucked in. Look at that outside candle. Closed it relatively strong. They backed it off a little bit. But now it's just back in the fold. So 1 month for 10 years. Look at that breakout. If I show you the 30 years, you see it was a major breakout over 105. It failed. So I'm looking at this one. But again, you got to be long that dollar Canada just in case. Let's take a look at some of the other markets that move our market, baby. Now, again, remember, if you have any questions, you want to try my product, try my service, free 1-week trial. Obviously, I lost people money last night. You know what? U.S. session, my guys made money, I think. Well, at least if they listen to my recommendations. But, you know, you even look at this S&P monthly chart. There's a monthly. Couldn't take out the high. Rolling back over. But we go to the daily, and we see, I mean, this S&P has a ways to go. I mean, I think we certainly could break 1,200. I mean, double top. You look at this chart. Looks like a gorgeous double top. So when you take a look at this, we break through the 30 exponential, we get some momentum. And we broke through the 10, 20, and 30 all in one day. That is significant. We should get nice downside. I think now, remember, when they sell everything, they sell everything. By the way, email info@globalfxllc.com. Gold looks like it's going to come in more. When they sell things, when it's a real sell-off, they sell everything. So gold succumbing to that. Crude holding up well given the whole Iranian situation, but a little bit of an outside candle, I got to tell you. Crude probably is a short, but I'd rather be short gold than crude. And that's it. I could do silver. Looks like it's rolling over too. And that's it. All right, people. So again, I think we have a continuation tonight. I think it should be a relatively easy night. Again, the employment numbers coming out of Australia, big. That could set the tone. And I think risk off, baby. So again, if you have any questions, email me, info@globalfxradio.com, globalfxllc.com. Either one. And hopefully try my product, try my service for 1 week, people. 1 week. Oh, baby. Andrew Spanton. Global Markets Radio. The only voice you will ever need who truly loves to make you money. Not yesterday. We'll get him tonight, baby. Have a good one.